to unpack all of this with Stefan Korshak in Kyiv. He's a senior military correspondent for the Kyiv Post. Thanks, Stefan, for speaking to us. What's the significance right now of Ukraine taking Rivnopil?
Well, the key thing is that the Ukrainians, this is in the main direction of the Ukrainian offensive so far as we've seen, and Rivnopil means that they've widened the width of the offensive. They were advancing effectively down a single road, capturing villages, and now they've widened the width of the offensive from, let's say, 2 kilometers wide to possibly 10 kilometers wide. It's not clear whether they're through the main Russian fortifications, but certainly it seems clear that they've taken a bite into them. So it's a positive development for the Ukrainians, no matter how you look at it.
Okay, so good for Ukraine, but what about this rebellion that was taking place in Russia over the weekend? How's that now going to impact the war on the ground in Ukraine?
Well, that's a little bit difficult to say. I'd say that the general opinion of the Ukrainian decision-making class, if you will, and just the general opinion of the media, is that it's a good thing that Wagner is out of the picture in Ukraine. They were considered one of the more effective formations in the war, possible to defeat, but more difficult. So it's good that they're gone. It's likewise good that this led to instability in Russia. There was a good deal of hope that it might lead to a breakup of the Russian national leadership, but that was just kind of pie in the sky hoping. I don't think that anybody particularly seriously believed that was possible. But in general, it's looked at as positive development, help to the cause, but not really something that's going to change the fact that this is a long process, and something like Prigozhin and Wagner and their moves aren't going to change things overnight.
And Stefan, what do you make of Ukraine's counteroffensive efforts so far? They only started earlier this month, but has it had the impact that Ukraine has wanted? It's also a period where we're seeing more Western weapons and Western support now being used by Ukraine. Or do you think some of these early successes, it may be too early to tell if they're going to have a long-term effect?
Well, the very short answer, I think, would be yes, it's too early to tell. The official Ukrainian position is we haven't really started yet. This is just the preliminaries. Observers, my newspaper among them, have pretty much confirmed that of the Western-trained, Western-equipped forces that the Ukrainians had in reserve at the start of the offensive, at least 2/3 remain uncommitted. So they have not taken their big punch yet. That is pretty much an established fact. Ukrainians say that they are going bit by bit and slowly trying to degrade the Russians' defenses generally. That is, take out their artillery, take out their ammunition dumps, and do that over a process of time, after which a bigger, more powerful attack might be possible. We are seeing some developments that might confirm that. The Ukrainians have advanced in the Bakhmut sector, actually near Donetsk. They retook a little bit of territory that had been lost to the Russians since 2014. There were reports today that the Ukrainians had gotten some form of unit across the river near Kherson. It's not a major river crossing, but still. And then we have the developments around Rivnopil. So clearly the Ukrainians are pushing, they are advancing, but we do not see a giant armored attack. So the general thinking is, well, it probably is still yet to come.
Stefan Korshak, thank you so much for your analysis live there from Kyiv. Thank you.